So when they talk about crystals being used, the quartz watches, you and I talked about that. Quartz is really
Tell
powerful.
the people, because that's awesome, bro.
Quartz is a really powerful crystal to store information on. And when you have those quartz watches, that's actually quartz crystal in there. So they know this already, and they're using these crystals for their products. Look at the Glock, the infrared beam Glock. Mm-hmm. You know what the infrared beam is? It's a ruby. That's why it's red.
Just like even the needle on the record, I believe that frequency that it plays gives out a high vibration, and that's why they had to switch it up, because compact discs don't have that same frequency, as that, and that's probably why people still resonate and never let the record go. I told you I just got into collecting records. Yeah. And the quartz, when my buddy who put me onto the glass bottle with the stone in it, he told me you can use any stone, but he suggested quartz. And now I'm like, dope, because we talked to our water, because you talked about how water holds memory and stuff, and the quartz inside as well, bro, to give it that extra power with the sun shining on it. Oh man, that makes me so happy, bro.
When you're doing with the crystal healing therapy, in addition to putting the different stones on the chakras, you put around the person, you put quartz crystals up. You put 3 up top.
I brought my stones. You want to share them with the people? Because I knew you were going to talk about this.
Sure. There's 3 up top. You do 3 pointing down. Quartz crystals with the points going down.
Okay.
And then you put 1 at the bottom of the non-dominant foot. So for me, it would be left.
Right.
And that arrow is pointing up. Because you receive the energy from your non-dominant side. And then the other crystal on the right side would be pointing down to redirect the energy out.
Okay. I got it.
And then you put 1 in each palm, in addition to the chakra stones. And then there's 2 other layers. I forget. There's a selenite and something else. Kyanite, I think is, or kyanite, I think is what it was called.
Okay.
And these are different stones as well, and you put those around the outside, and every one is another layer that adds to the experience. It's really interesting, brother.
Nice.
Unbelievable.
Isn't it funny how the power of a word is, even because me and you discussed, even before you got on your journey with the crystals and the Reiki, that we wanted to incorporate some of these things into what we offer for the people here on the pod. And now here it is that you're going to have an intimate knowledge of these things so that we can really do it correctly, So it's almost like we spoke it into existence. And I'm sure even our conversations may have even inspired you, but here it is though. I just love when because people go around in life thinking that things aren't going their way, and I contend that they're just not paying attention to the signs, man. Yeah. And being grateful for those moments. Like, me and you literally had a conversation,
right? And
now it's going to manifest here, in our reality, to where we can touch it, and you can.
They do.
And direct me to, because I've had these stones, but now I have a more intimate understanding of how to properly engage with them,
Exactly.
And that's how things go. The more and more you expand and you open yourself up, then you're able to reach higher levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Go ahead, though.
Yeah. No, I was listening to you, brother.
No, but I'm just inspired, man.
Yeah.
I'm just inspired.
Yeah. So what's interesting is they go over the prana, the nadi, and the chakras, right?
Please give it a little more if you know. What is that?
Sure. Well, prana in Sanskrit, it means life force.
Okay.
So it's like in Reiki, Reiki is it's a compound word, Reiki, but they've joined it obviously. So it's Rei is universal and Ki is life force. So Ki is the same as Chi, Chi is the same as prana.
Gotcha.
It's all the same. It just means life force. So basically, without it, the physical body can't exist. Okay. And let's see. There's 72,000. I took some notes here. There's 72,000 nadis which carry the prana. So the nadi carry the prana, carry the life force. They're the veins and the arteries, if you will.
Gotcha.
I guess.
Gotcha.
Right. And let's see. The 3 major nadis originate at the base of the spine and travel upward. Right. And then let's get into so I can tell you why the chakras are so important is they correlate with your auric field. So you have 7 layers to your auric field and 7 chakras that emanate the energy into your auric field. And the ailments that we experience as people, disease and whatnot, starts in our aura, brother. And it works its way in to the physical being and manifests itself physically.
That makes a lot of sense.
So that's why it's so important to treat the aura as well as the physical being.
Your physical is probably your last warning signal.
Right.
Because you're probably missing out on the signs that are trying to speak to you before it even gets to your physical being.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
That makes a lot of sense.
And
that's
some
why
people's
sometimes intuition, or feeling your gut,
And some people's auras, brother, I mean, they fucking extend far.
And it's funny, the more I've gone to these retreats, you'll hear people speak about auras and when they meet you, you know, and be like, wow, your aura or whatever. Or I've heard even people tell me about their aura, like, be careful when the ceremony starts because I can give off a strong aura. They're just very self-aware, you know.
Yeah. Well, I had an interesting experience, let me tell you. So we yesterday there was 5 students, and there was a dude in there. It was only me and him were the only 2 guys in there, and then there was 3 chicks. And he kept talking about his recent ability to use his third eye, and that he kept seeing this, blue light. And I would listen to him, and I was like, I respected his experience, but I just couldn't relate because I haven't had that experience. Right. So I'm listening to him. Today, I did an auric reading on him, where on his auric field. I did a reading on his auric field, and brother, when I tapped in, something that never has ever happened before, bro. My head pulsated like that, and instantly there was there was light, green and yellow, like that, right? Like those CGI NASA photos. It was like that. Green and yellow, like, and I was like, wow, that was weird. And I just kept meditating through it. And no one else that I worked on, I didn't get any reading like that. But that was what I got from him.
You got a glimpse of his aura.
So,
damn,
I'm not sure what that was, but
because
what it turns out,
aura is color coded too, as well, right?
The auric field, absolutely.
Okay, go ahead.
It's color coded as according to the chakra.
Because I remember
that
people
it relates
speaking
to.
on their colors.
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Exactly. Just like that song by 311. Amber is the color of your energy. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be funny if when you tap into the auric field and then kind of get that, like your man said, he sees blue.
Right.
It'd be funny if it's a color or something that resonated with you your whole life,
right?
Or something you already felt at home in.
That would be
and
pretty
then it's
cool.
Just like, damn, I kind of subconsciously knew that,
right?
Like me in the red shirt, I've always felt comfortable in red. So.
Well, what's interesting is red is the root chakra, and that's very important for men, bro. It's one. I mean, they're all important, but it's a very important.
That's why you think
chakra for
testosterone or the bull when you think red. Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Chicago.
But
Michael Jordan.
What it turned out, the teacher
Taurus
was
field.
She started talking about it was sometimes if you see colors when you're doing someone's reading of someone's auric field, that could be the colors of the chakras they need to work on. And nice. I told them, bro, green and yellow. That's what it is. So green is the heart chakra, and yellow is the solar plexus. So I told him, that's what you need. That's what you have to work on those chakras.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.